State of Israel. Alav Hashem, may peace be upon you.
The following paid programming does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of the staff and management at KPHI and Hawaii Media. You are now listening to The Legal Pinoy with attorney Rhoda Yabes Alvarez, a show covering legal issues facing Filipino Americans today. Listen and learn about U.S. and Philippine law. The information highlighted in The Legal Pinoy is for informational purposes only and does not constitute legal advice. There is no attorney-client relationship established during the show. Here now is attorney Rhoda Yabes Alvarez. You are now listening to The Legal Pinoy.
Hello, attorney.
Good morning, Alan.
Good morning and good afternoon. Depende kung kailan kayo nakikinig, attorney.
Okay, so para kada kayo amin na po agdingdingig kada ito'y programa na imbaga bigat you. We are broadcasting live from the heart of downtown Honolulu. You are listening to Legal Pinoy. Para kada kayo suki, and for those who are first-time listeners, this is the program that addresses the intertwine of Philippine law, U.S. immigration law, and Hawaii state law as it affects that unique Filipino-American experience that we share. Nung mawaawatan nyo dito nga broadcast apo, ngaglalaok nga Tagalog, Ilocano, and English, that means we share a common history. Coming from one island paradise, no other than our beloved motherland, the Philippines, and finding each other again in yet another island paradise, no other than the beautiful state of Hawaii, hanlatta nga may kat, apo, that even as we journey between two island paradise, that every now and then, adalata iti matawtawag nga trouble in paradise. The good news is, if that's legal trouble, kat adamat iti corresponding legal solution na. Siya apo ti host you ni Rhoda Yabes Alvarez, abogado jay Pilipinas, kan dito'y mat Estados Unidos, partikular nga estados kat Hawaii, kan New York. And joining me is my better half, Alan Alvarez, as we bring to you dagito'y na duma-duma nga topics and points of discussions, Alan, of interest to our kababayans here in the United States.
Aloha, attorney.
Aloha and mabuhay.
Aloha and mabuhay.
Oo nga. Okay, so we're in the middle of September.
Yes, attorney.
Today is payday for those who get paid on the 15th.
Yes.
Okay.
Sweldo nyo, kunin nyo na.
Okay. Katang, what I want to share, Alan, is ang bilis-bilis ng panahon.
Sinabi nyo pa, attorney.
So normally, when we get to the month of September in the Philippines, as early as the first day of September, mangaganta yun iti we hear Christmas songs in the radio and then sa TV, and then yung mga lugar-lugar na dedekorasyonan na sila ng Christmas displays, kasi nga hindi natin sineselebrate ang Thanksgiving doon eh. At
so
saka
mas
ang
matagal
fall,
yung Christmas
yung
celebration.
Christmas season talaga
yun
nagsa-start ng September.
Yes, attorney.
Okay. Pero ang alam natin dito sa Amerika, yun nga, pagka ganyan, hindi napapansin ng ating mga kababayan na pag malapit na ang Pasko, ay siguro naramdam nung iba. Pero yung iba, dahil nga hindi masyadong napagtutuunan na malapit na ang Pasko, dahil nga marami pang holidays leading to Christmas dito sa Amerika, is yun nga, kailangan na, kung yung kanilang loved ones ay naiwan pa sa Pilipinas, kailangan nang magpadala ng balikbayan box.
Mag-ipon na kayo, mga kaibigan.
Para maipadala in time for Christmas. Ayun, binabati natin yung mga ating kaibigan na ang negosyo ay balikbayan box forwarding para makapaghanda-handa na yung ating mga listeners. The reason kung bakit kailangan pag maghanda ng balikbayan box, Dad or Alan, is because hindi pa nakakarating dito yung kanilang loved ones. And let's talk about on this issue of Legal Pinoy, bakit hindi pa nakakarating yung loved ones? Okay.
Bakit nga, attorney?
Okay, magandang question yan. At bakit natin kailangan pag-usapan? Kasi maraming beses, napapansin natin, ang sinisisi nila yung pagkawala pa ng visa na available, or yung bagal ng gobyerno, or yung sistema ng imigrasyon sa Estados Unidos. Ayun.
Or the mail. Nawawala daw sa mail, or hindi nila alam kung ano nangyari.
Ayun, kung ano-ano ang nasisisi. Pero ang napansin natin, dahil matagal na rin tayong nagpa-practice ng immigration law, it's not necessarily correct yung ganong attitude
Or perception.
or perception.
Oh,
Okay. No, maminsan apo no most often ti mapaspasamak no ada iti delay iti panakaumay iti loved ones dito Estados Unidos the fault is put on the system of immigration or yung fault ng gobyerno or kasalanan ng gobyerno kung ano-ano ngam no kastoy apuhan nga correct nga perception because gaputa araramidan tayo dito immigration law kat makita tayo no nya ti mapaspasamak no apay ta adala ta ti delay kung bakit may delay. Okay, so one of the most important things that we noticed, Alan, is there was a phenomenon about 4 years ago or 5 years ago, kasi mabilis dumaan ang panahon, that visas were already available for certain people, but they were not aware of it. Handa nga amo nga damagayam di visan para kadagay loved ones da. And therefore, because they were reactive and not proactive, tinapasamak kat time passed and that visa that was previously available, hindi na naging available kasi nagkaroon ng rollback. Nagkaroon ng retrogression. So imagine all those lost 4 years.
You mean, attorney, there was already a visa?
Yes.
And they did not know about it?
Yeah.
May visa na pero hindi nila alam na may visa?
Some did not know about it. Maybe because lumipat sila ng tirahan and therefore hindi nila na-receive yung notice because their notices are received by mail. So pagka pumali ang mail system or hindi nila nasabi na sila lumipat, hindi na nila malalaman na may visa. Pangalawa, ang nangyari, hindi sila handa. So even if they found out that the visa was already available, they were not ready at that point in time.
What do you mean ready, attorney?
Well, you have to be ready with all the documents so you can claim the visa. Because even if the visa was available for your beneficiary, haan nga automatic di ay.
That's not automatic.
Na
attorney.
maitid kadagay.
Kailangan kunin mo.
Kailangan i-claim mo. And to
Oh.
claim it, you have to prove that this person will not become a public charge when they enter the United States. They also have to prove that they are eligible or admissible to enter the United States. So they have to go into a series of battery of tests. And this battery of tests include yung medical admissibility nila, no? Dapat ipasa nila yung medical exam. Pangalawa, dapat sila ay qualified.
Drug-free.
Qualified. Because kung single silang na-petition, dapat single sila. Hindi pwede na, o kaya nakalagay dun sa birth certificate na, o birth certificate ng anak nila na married sila. Single pala sila. So may mga problema na dapat naayos na prior to the visa becoming available. So kung dun mo palang aayusin at that point in time, it will result into delays.
Paano kung mali yung pangalan, attorney?
Ayun.
Misspelled?
So
Ang
hindi
dami
kasalanan
nangyari.
ng gobyerno yun.
No.
But ang dapat doon, naasikaso yun prior.
Oh.
Okay? So these are causes of delay. So why are we saying this situation? Kasi we are describing this situation because this is an all too familiar situation for many, many people. And the reason is, hindi nila na-manage yung case nila ng maayos. Okay, bakit nangyari yun? Because, I'm an attorney, Alan. So, ang sasabihin ko kasi nga, hindi nakita itong mga defects by a trained eye when it was happening or before it would have caused a problem. So, these potential problems or these actual problems should have been fixed from the very beginning para maganda yung pagkaayos o pagka-manage ng case. So, meron tayong mga nakikita na yung kanilang petition, nagpatulong sila when it was filed. Kaya lang yung nagpatulungan nila, ang pwede lang talaga nilang i-render na service is yung pag-fill out ng form. So pagka ganun, o kaya sila mismo, magkakamag-anak sila mismo ang nag-fill out ng form, ginawa nila. Pero more than that, hindi na nila alam kung anong susunod na gagawin o anong dapat na hinahanda. So that's one of the causes of the problem kasi because the case is not managed properly, hindi nakita kung anong potential problems or screened right from the very beginning, even if they were able to file a petition. And even if that petition was approved, hindi na naayos yung dapat ayusin o hindi na-anticipate yung dapat na paghandaan. And therefore, when the visa was available, kung nalaman man nila na yung visa is available na, ay magkakaroon ng delay. So pagka sinabi nating delay, imagine mo naman in our example, 4 to 5 years yung naging delay.
Tagal nun,
So
attorney.
pagka ganun, when there is delay, when there is a corresponding delay because hindi ready yung petitioner or yung beneficiary at that point in time, many things can happen in that 4 or 5 years. The petitioner or the beneficiary can pass away
Get married.
or move on with their lives.
Get older.
Or
meet
get
someone
older or
else.
get sick
Mhm.
or kung ano-anong nangyayari. So
Didn't know that it can get that
so
complicated,
pagka
attorney.
ganito yung sitwasyon, it becomes more complicated because the case was not managed properly. So that's one of the things that we want to point out. So recently we had an inquiry, and then yung inquiry nila, ang nangyari, matagal na palang meron yung visa. Kaya lang, imagine they waited 20 years for that visa for a brother or sister of a United States citizen. Finally, nung nandyan na pala, lumampas pa yung panahon
Oh my goodness.
when that visa was available. So, nagagalit sila at sinisisi nga nila yung gobyerno bakit hindi nila nalaman at bakit hindi nila natanggap yung notisya. Pero pagka ganun kasi, na-anticipate na yun eh. In our office, ang ginagawa natin, bago pa man din nandun yung visa, naka-ready na lahat yung requirements. So that when that visa becomes available at the earliest, isasubmit na lang lahat. So because pagka when you're handling a case and when you enter your appearance as an attorney in the case, you're able to actively participate in the management of that case kasi you are in direct contact with the USCIS and the National Visa Center. And also, kasi nakikita mo yung documents nakikita mo kung ano yung dapat ayusin para pagka nag-interview na ay hindi doon pa lang aayusin yung kailangan ayusin.
Is that, attorney, that's because if you're the attorney on record, you get a copy of the documents that they're sending to the clients? Tama ba yun, attorney?
Yes.
Oh.
And sometimes because of, in 20 years nga, sabi ko 10 or 20 years, that the visa is in incubation. Ang nangyayari, maraming beses nang lumipat minsan yung petitioner tsaka beneficiary Especially kung wala pa silang permanent home in the US. So pagka ganun, pagka merong kang attorney at yung attorney mo ay efficient, yung notices natatanggap sa opisina ng attorney. So yung importante na yung attorney talagang nakaayos yung records. Kasi kung hindi, paano naman yun? So marami rin tayong naririnig na istorya na nagpatulong sila sa isang tao. Iniintay nila kung anong susunod. After 5 years, after 10 years, sabi nung patulungan nila, sasabihin ko sa'yo pagka meron na. Kaya lang, walang, the situation we were describing last Friday, sinasabi natin na wala namang opisina yung nagpatulungan. Or may opisina nga pero wala naman doon. Or kaya hindi talaga niya area yung immigration law. Bale, nag-try lang sila na maningil ng pera at mag-fill up ng form. Samantala, umaasa yung tao na tutulungan sila all the way sa taas ng siningil. So pagka ganun, when we take over these cases, talagang nakakaawa yung petitioners kasi ang laki ng binayad nila pagkatapos pati yung affidavit of support lang hindi pa nagawang tama. And therefore, umaandar yung oras na hindi nakiklaim yung visa. Because in that case, they paid someone to do it and that person turned out not to be too responsible or very responsible or not responsible at all.
Or maybe they just didn't know. Hindi nila alam kung anong gagawin. Basta
Pero bakit
limited.
tumanggap ng pera na sinasabi mo na gagawin mo yun kung hindi mo naman pala kaya gawin. So, it's in the point na hindi talaga maganda yung nangyayari. And these are what cause the delay. Ito, di ba, ang topic natin, what causes the delay
Tama,
na hindi makuha yung visa. So,
Yes,
napakarami na nating example na nasabi kung bakit nagkakaroon ng delay.
Thank you, attorney.
So, pagka ganito, napaka-importante mag-petition. Kasi alam mo, Alan, pag ikaw ay nag-order ng package sa mainland o kung saan man, dahil gusto mong bilhin yung produktong yon, may tracking ano pa yan, number
Yes, attorney.
Kasi ang gustong mangyari, matanggap talaga. At tinitingnan mo kung nasaan na ba siya, nandun na ba siya sa Ontario, California, tinatrack mo, nakatrack mo nasaan
That's true.
Package lang yun kung yung tao pa ang ino-order mo at pinepetition mo,
Mas matindi.
kailangan
attorney.
naman mas matindi yung pag-track doon.
That's a human being, attorney.
Amo yung nag-order tayo na naka-importante una dito yung project nga migrate may nga tao nuhaan nga na pintas ti panakataray wano panaka-manage kaso tamabaybayan wano di mapatulungan ket hanga gusto wano hanga patulong no nyaman ti mapasama ket talaga nga it's very sad kasi they can ask for help eh. And the reason why, I don't know why, yun nga, kailangan talaga, kung hindi ka alam ang gagawin, magpatulong sa nakakaalam. Okay. Alright. So, di apo ti balakad tayo for those who are waiting for their loved ones. And again, this Christmas season, when this holiday season nga, that we are already in the middle of, or ito,
malapit na,
nasa
attorney.
beginning tayo ng holiday season sa Philippines at saka dito sa Amerika. Well, pagka nami-miss nga natin yung loved ones, we also have to think, what can I do to make my process more efficient? Ayun. And the answer to that, of course, is magpatulong. Kung you're too busy, many of the people we help, iniisip nila talaga because they value professional service. Attorney, I need someone to handle this professionally. Kasi talagang with my busy schedule, baka mapabayaan and ayaw nyo namang magsisihan kayo ng loved one mo kung what's causing the delay. So, there's many reasons why professional help is there for you.
Also, attorney, hindi mo naman, maybe they tried to the best that they can, pero talagang there's just some situations.
Ay, magandang example yan.
Oo.
Okay.
Yes, attorney.
Not on the issue of petitions, but on the issue of certain remedies. Meron kasing mga remedies na they try to do it on their own dahil nagtitipid sila. Or they just want to venture on their own and try it on their own. When I look at how they approach the case, there are things na dapat na pagtipiran. May mga cases na hindi dapat nagbayad ng filing fees. Alam mo, ang filing fees, napakamamahal yan.
Expensive.
Yeah, 300, 400, 600, 680, 1,070, ganyan ang mga filing fees eh. So pagka nagkamali ka, tapos hindi pa pala kailangan magbayad ng filing fee because there are circumstances that exempt you from filing a filing fee, but you paid all these steep amounts. Sayang yun.
Wow.
And the reason why they paid it na hindi pala dapat bayaran is because they didn't know. Ayun. So pagka sobrang nagtitipid, minsan, may babayaran ka na hindi mo pala dapat mabayaran and therefore, hindi ka nakatipid. And pagka nagkamali pa, uulitin ulit yon. And pagka ganun, yung pagtitipid, hindi nagre-resulta sa nakakatipid.
Napaggastos ka pa.
Yan, napag-aastos ka. Pero
Yes,
okay
attorney.
lang yon kasi tutulungan natin sila kung anong kailangan gawin.
Ano ba yun, attorney, kung may mali? Can you get a refund in those cases or wala na once you put the...
Ang
Alam
hirap
ba, ibig
kaya,
sabihin na-
ang hirap magkuha ng refund sa
So wala na? It's gone.
Well, sa IRS, alam ko na
Sayang naman.
sa IRS, alam natin. Kasi excited lahat ng tao makakuha ng refund
Attorney.
pagka meron silang overpayment. But in certain government agencies, mahirap i-track yung refund. But you can always try na hindi mo alam. And therefore, ito nga, meron akong gagawin na susubukan kong kunin yung refund na naibayad na hindi sana naibayad.
Oh, okay.
Ayun.
Sige, attorney. Go.
So, yung pagtitipid mo,
You go, attorney.
yung pagtitipid mo, pwede mo ibayad dun sa makakatulong sa'yo. Pero kung hindi mo binayaran mo, hindi pala dapat bayaran,
ang hirap nun, attorney.
Mahirap
Sayang.
na kasi nga sayang yung pera.
1,000. Ang laki
Tapos
ng
kung
1,000.
nagkamali ka, tapos minsan kasi may mga nagkakamali, hindi lang minsan nagkamali eh. Tapos minsan ang nagkamali ang gobyerno.
Ouch.
Bayad ka naman ng bayad ng filing fee.
Oh my goodness.
Ayun. So, minsan, isang mali, dalawang mali, tatlong mali. Pagka sobra ng dami yung mali, bayad ka ng bayad.
There has to be another solution.
There has to be a
attorney.
better way. Oo, there has to be a better way. And these circumstances that we describe, these are real situations. Hindi natin gawa-gawa lang itong mga kwentong ito. Nung minsan, po, adadagi kaya dati makasave. Kati aramidan da nga bukbukod da. Ngam nung mistake magkarod. Oras kam kwarta iti mapukpukaw. Lalalo nuhan lang maminsan yung mistake ta mabdoble o no matriple. Kat nukasyay kasapulan ti katulungan. Kat don't hesitate to ask for legal help. Okay? Ti kinabisi ti tattao. Ti kinagagat ti tattao. Lumalakad ng mabilis ang oras. Pag busy ang mga tao at masyado